Hello, my name is Elizabeth Webb, your yoga lifestyle coach. Thank you for joining us in this alternative healing episode. Stay tuned as I share how I take care of myself, introducing you to some of my colleagues. Hear some of the things that they have to offer that you may be interested in too, whether for yourself or someone else. Plus, I trust my guests so much that I've referred clients to the guests that I have today. Vicky is going to describe opportunities for your vibrant health. Kay will discuss her gentle therapies. Jeff and Lori from Facilitated Healing, who particularly enjoy giving longer sessions, will share about massage and myofascial release. Penny also from Facilitated Healing, who allowed me to assist her in my third episode, demonstrating yoga poses for sciatica, has a few of her clients talking about their experience with her services. Heidi will represent why aromatherapy is helpful. Not only are these colleagues of mine, but I personally use their services. To contact any of these providers from today, watch for their contact information during this presentation. So, let's get started. Let's begin by thinking about how certain phases of our life we may experience more stress than normal. Whether we lost a job, or it's a major holiday, or lost a partner, or you moved or had a change in lifestyle. Let me help you as your yoga lifestyle coach if you want a change in lifestyle. There are different ways to handle the stresses in our lives. Here are some ways to help with any kind of stress. You can go to someone that specializes in the services mentioned today, like getting a massage, buying some flowers, or take a walk in the country and come to my assisted yoga location in Sullivan to enjoy a walk in my wooded yard. I've seen Vicky Larson from Healthy Alternatives for You when I'm stuck in an emotional state that destroys my serenity. And that's when she'll use her emotion code to help me uncover the feelings that were keeping me stuck. Other visits with Vicky have balanced my cranium and sacrum when she does her craniosacral therapy. I trust Vicky and want to introduce her to you so that you can share, so that she can share with you all the wonderful things that she does.
Hi, I'm Vicky Larson, and I'm a certified craniosacral therapist right here in Watertown, Wisconsin. I'm also a certified emotion code practitioner, a Reiki master teacher, and I practice esoteric healing and the raindrop technique using therapeutic grade essential oils. I also give ionic detoxifying foot baths. Craniosacral therapy is a gentle, hands-on method of evaluating and enhancing the craniosacral system of the body. The client is fully clothed, and generally the pressure is no greater than the weight of a nickel, so it's very light. The therapist monitors the craniosacral rhythm to find out where there are potential restrictions and imbalances, and then uses light touch to release the problem areas throughout the body and to relieve undue pressure on the brain and the spinal cord. Craniosacral therapy supports the body to correct imbalances and heal itself. There's a fluid called craniosacral fluid that flows from the cranium to the sacrum through the dural tube, which encloses the spinal cord, and that's where the name craniosacral comes from. Since the motor cortex is in the brain, restrictions can be detected throughout the whole body. Craniosacral therapy always improves fluid movement in all the systems of the body, so it improves circulation, delivery of cell nutrients, and it enhances the immune system. It's especially good for any kind of headache, backaches, sacral area and hip problems, and for any kind of traumatic accidents like car accidents or hard falls. But it's also good for a host of other problems. With autistic children, their craniosacral membranes are very tight, and it's no wonder they're acting out and having trouble learning because it's like walking around with their head in a vice. Craniosacral therapy relieves the pressure in their head, and so it relieves a lot of the symptoms of autism and promotes better learning. It doesn't cure autism, however. They still need to come back on a regular basis when their membranes tighten up again. Some learning disabilities can actually be reversed when stuck bones in the head are released. For instance, the temporal bones, if they are jammed, often cause dyslexia or dyscalculia. There's also a triad of spots in the body that if all three are stuck, they can cause depression. So when these bones are freed up and allowed to move naturally, these problems will clear up. Emotional problems can be cleared up as well. Just a quick note on the emotion code work. It's a very gentle, non-invasive way to release emotional traumas that get stuck in the body. Once the processing period is over, people usually find they're responding much better to the regular stresses in their lives, and they're not reacting to the triggers that usually set them off.
Kay from Gentle Therapies massages my aches and pains away when I've worked hard on my farm. She has performed energy work on me and enhances my well-being.
Hi, my name is Kay Degler, and I'm a transformational energy healer and body worker. I help people heal from chronic pain and unexplained pain. I consider myself a perpetual student of the healing arts. My love of learning and desire to help people out of pain has guided me to study over 14 different healing modalities in over 65 different classes since 1993. My primary mode of healing consists of deep tissue and trigger point massage with intuitive energetic healing. My main goal is to help people understand their body on a much deeper level so that they can learn how to help themselves. When someone understands why something works the way it does, it's easier to do what needs to be done, such as changing simple habits like drinking more water or doing some simple exercises. Our bodies are absolutely amazing, and when given the proper conditions, they actually can heal themselves. And stress is one of the most often ignored and overlooked, but it is something that causes a great deal of problems in the body. When we're under stress, chemical changes actually take place in the body that set up a dis-ease process in the body. Massage and body work give the body the ability to release the stress molecules from the body so that they don't build up and cause problems later. It's vital to your health to give your body a chance to relieve stress. I cannot emphasize that enough. I have a great success in helping people with headaches, migraines, TMJ, neck and shoulder, and back pain, sciatic and joint pain, stress, and anxiety relief.
I've had the delightful pleasure of receiving firm body work from Jeff at Facilitated Healing. While he is giving me a massage, I am able to listen to my body, listen to his interview with Jeff as I ask him questions while he was in my yard at my home. Jeff, tell me a little bit about yourself. How'd you get started into massage?
Getting started in massage. Well, hello everybody first. I'm Jeff Tolsma. Glad to be able to do this opportunity here, kind of talk about massage and what I think about it. Massage with me started, let me see, when I was 20 years old, and I was actually in the Army responding to a disaster. Now, what I discovered was how different people are over there versus how I grew up here in the Midwest in America. And I noticed that after a long day of working and being stressed out, a lot of people were getting massages afterwards. Where here they would probably pop a beer, take some ibuprofen, and call it a day. I saw the change in people there, and I saw the productivity of the culture over there. You know, 70, 80, 90-year-old people very productive and happier. And I noticed that massage was an integral part of their health care and how they do things. So that's what got me interested into it originally.
Thank you. Jeff, when did you come on board with us at Facilitated Healing?
I've been with Facilitated Healing since August 3rd.
Okay, and then prior to that, where were you?
I worked a couple of different places. I did massage therapy in Summit for a chiropractor who recently retired. So I got a pretty good understanding of chronic conditions, repetition, stress is work-related normally, wear and tear. And I also worked at a salon and spa, and I think that gave me a pretty good perspective on relaxation and just over-stressed and kind of the more pampering aspect of massage.
Thank you. Tell me about the type of massage you do.
Great question. Type of massage. I specialize in more trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, which is, a quick definition, is pretty much certain parts of the body will have chronic tightening in certain areas, and what that'll do is actually cause a pain pattern throughout the body. So if you've had that neck kink, I think we've all had that before, but when you've had that neck kink for 3 or 4 weeks, that becomes something called the trigger point. And I've had many of those in my life, mostly in my low back, and you can get some absolutely great results when you can ease somebody's tension that way. So that'd pretty much be my favorite type.
Thank you. Jeff, why should somebody contact you? Do you have a certain body part that you can help them with the most, or how do you work?
That's another great question. People ask me, I've had a lot of interviews in the past, and they say, what's your favorite type, or what do you specialize in? And one of the great things about massage is that I've never come across any 2 bodies that were the same. I've never had any 2 people that had the same scenarios before. Sometimes it could be emotional stress that could be giving you low back problems. Sometimes your low back problems is because you're a Mason. So it's always interesting. That's why the consultation is extremely important right off the bat, to actually see where the source of the problems may be.
Thank you. So Jeff, how do individuals contact you?
Very easy to get a hold of us. Like I said before, I work at Facilitated Healing, that is in Watertown, Wisconsin. And if you go to the Facilitated Healing website, you can just click on practitioners and you'll see a picture of everybody that works there. And if you want to know more what they do, just look for my face, you click it. And if you want to have a more in-depth knowledge of what I do particularly and pricing, you just click on my webpage, and there's a link for that also.
Thank you.
You bet.
I'm happy to introduce you to Penny. Let's see what Penny from Facilitated Healing, what her clients are saying about her healing touch. I myself have utilized and greatly benefited from her services. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Penny Hansen. I'm a healing touch practitioner, and I have office hours at Facilitated Healing Wellness Resource Center in Watertown, Wisconsin. The practice that I do is based on the ancient laying on of hands, and I work with a person's energy field. Today, the wonderful people that I have had the chance to work with, and I've asked them to share with you what the healing touch experience they have had was like for them. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mark. I've been here to Facilitated Healing. I've seen Penny Hansen, which is a good friend of mine at one time. And I had really bad problems with anxiety, and I came to see her with the thought of it might help. And actually when I came to see her, the only thing she said to me is, I didn't have to believe, but give it a chance to work, and I do believe it worked. I saw her once, and miraculously still, my anxiety is pretty much under control. All right, since I've come back to see Penny again about my back, I have several problems with my back. I have spinal stenosis, I have degenerative disc disease, and to see a chiropractor is out of the question. I came to see Penny. I've been through 3 sessions now for my back, and miraculously, I feel much better. I'm 57 years old and I'm still building houses, and I bust my butt every day at work, and I am feeling much better and still able to do my job. And my experience while Penny Hansen was doing the healing touch on me was different. I mean, we talked the whole time and this and that, and especially with my back, when we were done, I felt better, and I asked Penny, I said, I bet you I can touch my toes, and she looked kind of nervous, but I was able to bend over and touch my toes.
Hi, my name is Lou Madden, and I had been thinking about some healing energy work for a while now, and had the wonderful opportunity of meeting Penny Hansen within the last couple of years, and I had a couple issues going on with my body that I wanted addressed. So I enlisted Penny for a couple things, the first one being a frozen shoulder. I had a couple sessions with her. I had been going to PT and still had some issues, and after a couple sessions with Penny, the flow of energy between Penny and my shoulder and my arm completely cleared up, and I had full function of my arm. The second issue I had was I had a total knee replacement in August and had experienced a lot of pain with that, and enlisted Penny. I think I had 4 treatments with her, and it was absolutely amazing. I still had pain going into the treatments, but after each treatment, the pain was less. The feeling was different. It wasn't an acute pain. I could feel extra flow of energy and blood in my knee area and in my leg. It was opening up. It was healing. And after the 4th treatment, I would say basically the 4th session with Penny, the pain was pretty much gone. And then there were other sensations that happened with the recovery of having your knee replaced. But that terrible acute pain was gone. Penny sessions are wonderful. They're calming, they're relaxing. The energy that takes place and that flows between Penny's hands and my body parts that needed some help and needed some healing. It's phenomenal. I went actually I would go into another, almost like in a trance, almost falling asleep during these sessions. They were so calming and healing, and just the energy was phenomenal. I would recommend Penny for any kind of healing work. I can just speak for that. She's a fantastic human, and I believe a wonderful healer. And she can be reached at Facilitated Healing in Watertown, Wisconsin, and there are gift certificates, especially this time of the year, available. And I hope anyone in need of having some healing energy work will give her a call.
I am so humbled by what Mark and Lou have said about my services. And I really want them to know that it's an honor for me to work with them and to be of service to them. Because when I am doing that service, I'm filled with awe at the magnitude of the loving energy that comes through. And I know that I'm serving as a conduit. Another service that I offer, which I think is very significant, is to assist people in exploring the dynamic between their pain, their suffering and their thoughts and their emotions and ultimately their spirit. For example, if you were to think about a pain that you might be having in your shoulders, is there a monkey on your back? Is that where the pain is coming from? Is your thoughts, are you tightening up because of that? Or perhaps you've got some pain in your feet, or perhaps even a growth, like a heel spur or something like that. Is your body unconsciously sending you messages about what you are thinking? Should you be standing more strongly? I can give you an example from my own life. One of the things that I used to say a great deal was, I can't stand this. I can't stand that. Well, ultimately, I had to have both of my hips replaced because my body heard me saying, I can't stand it, and created that condition. So I invite you to explore with me your own dynamic of body, mind, and spirit. May your days be filled with wonder.
Lori has a therapeutic eye when she watches all of us.
Hi, I'm Lori Walker, and I'm a massage therapist at Facilitated Healing Wellness Resource Center. My specialty is the John Barnes method of myofascial release. Many people don't know what the fascial system is. So to give you a little bit of information, it is simply a connective tissue system that goes throughout the entire body. The Barnes method is a method that, because of its nature, treats the entire person. We take into account that by nature we are classified as mammals. So we have to take into account the defense mechanisms that go into place, which are fight or flight and freeze. The freeze defense mechanism is very, very important to body work, because if you have an area of pain and someone goes in very deep and very hard, your body's going to go more deeply into that freeze defense. We don't want that. So using the Barnes method, we take all of that into account, and we approach the body very gently with minimal pressure, and then we hold for a sustained amount of time. So it's a low load of pressure over a period of time, which creates what we call the piezoelectric phenomenon. Eventually, we will start to sink into the tissue without forcing. It will gradually soften and let us in. Therefore, we are not thrusting the body more deeply into that freeze defense mode. So, a couple of factors, very gently, and then the time. It takes 90 to 120 seconds for a release to even begin. So many times we will stay in a very gentle hold, whether it be a gentle compression or a gentle tractioning, for anywhere from 3 to 5, sometimes even longer minutes, to allow the body that time to release and know that it's safe to do that. MFR is very good for pain management, treatment of chronic pain, recuperation from traumatic injury, whether it be physical or emotional, and it's just a really great whole person technique.
Aromatherapy is such an essential component of health and healing. I've invited Heidi, who lives near me. She is in Palmyra at the edge of Sullivan, where I live. Let's see what she has to say about her cute location.
I'm Heidi Doyster, and I have Heidi's Hobbies Floral Shop. We are all familiar with flowers, and who doesn't love flowers? Flowers give us pleasure in so many different ways. If you give somebody flowers, if they're sad, if they're happy, congratulations, anything. Flowers can also be used for many different aromatherapies. Everyone is familiar with the scent of a rose and how beautiful it smells. There's many different flowers that have many different scents. Wax flowers is a nice smelling flower. It doesn't necessarily even have to be a flower. It could be greens, be it bay leaves, or even types of evergreens. Any of these are not only wonderful in arrangements, but can also be used for drying purposes to make your potpourri or your different essential oils. So there's so many wonderful things that flowers can do for us in so many variations of their life, from fresh to dried to pressed to made into oils for natural healing. So if you get a bouquet of flowers from somebody, remember that's only the beginning of it. So there's many other things that you can do with the flowers afterwards. Heidi's Hobbies is not just a complete floral shop. I offer a variety of different things. I do a lot of perennials, many of them being native perennials that are available throughout the season. I have poinsettias for Christmas, a variety of mums in the fall, as well as many spring blooming plants. I also have an antique shop with many different antiques, not only for purchase but for rent for your special event. So come by, check it out, see me, just stop to say hi. I'm located in Palmyra, Wisconsin. You can always contact me at 262-903-6983. I'm also on Facebook, so if you check me out on Facebook at Heidi's Hobbies, like me, and then you can follow me and see the different things that I do, the different creations that I've made, and if there's anything that I can help you with.
Thank you for joining me and all my colleagues. This inside look as to how I take care of myself, and hopefully this can give you some ideas for your own self-care, or maybe there's someone special in your life that you can share this information. Stress can sneak up on us and cause problems that these practitioners can help with. I hope you found this information beneficial. Their contact information will be available in just a few seconds. Namaste.